For your fiancé visa, how long does it take to get employment authorization? After arrival on a fiancé visa, how long must your new spouse have to wait before being permitted to work? So today we're going to talk about how soon can your fiancé, after arriving on a K1 Fiancee visa, after marrying you and then applying for a green card, be allowed to work. Many couples rely on two incomes. So knowing how soon your spouse may work, should she or he want to or need to, is a critical part of your financial planning. So I am Fred Wall, the Visa Coach, and I'm here to help you get through a confusing and frustrating immigration process so that you can have a happy life together in the USA with your foreign partner. Now let's get started on how soon after arrival is your new spouse eligible to work in the USA. So let's start with where you are. You found someone from outside the USA, you fell in love, you got engaged, you applied for the K1 Fiancee visa, and now at long last your fiancé has arrived to the USA. Now after arrival, you two have 90 days to get married, and you get married on time. So now you have a foreign-born spouse who has a visa that is expiring soon, and unless you take action, should leave the USA and return to home country. Of course, the action that you must take is to apply to USCIS to obtain permission for your new spouse to become a permanent resident. This is called adjustment of status. Your spouse will be adjusting or changing from an alien who was allowed to visit just 90 days to a lawful permanent resident who can stay in the USA indefinitely. Now, when your spouse gets approved, that's going to be the ID card, green card that she or he is given. And as a permanent resident, your spouse can live in the USA, can work, and can travel in and out of the USA. Basically, she or he can do anything that you as a US citizen can do except vote. But what is your spouse allowed to do between the time the application for adjustment of status is submitted and the green card is granted? Well, officially, if having only applied for the green card, your spouse is only allowed to live in the USA while the application is pending. Work or travel are off the table. Under President Trump, it currently takes quite a long time to be approved for permanent residency and get the green card. Currently, this is taking, 12 to 18 months on average. Now, it's a long time. U.S. immigration knows that while that may be a reasonable enough time to wait for final permission to live in the USA, in the meantime, you and your spouse might need to support yourselves by working, by earning a living, and many couples cannot afford to live on only a single income. So what can be done is, instead of submitting a single application for adjustment of status, we can also send in a second application at the same time. This one is called Application for Employment Authorization. Now, the bad news is it is an application, but the good news is if you apply for employment authorization at the same time you apply for adjustment of status, USCIS waives the filing fee. And here at VisaCoach, we don't charge either. We include helping prepare the application for employment authorization free of charge when working on your adjustment of status case. Now, they do allow you to file at the same time you apply for adjustment of status and a second application for work authorization. Now, unfortunately, due to the slowdowns at USCIS, work authorization, which used to take about, 3 months, now is taking about 6 months to process. So you're here, it'll be right here. And while processing is underway, still, your spouse may not work. So timing-wise, you can probably expect your spouse to have to wait about 8 months from original arrival until work authorization is granted. This normally breaks down to about a month to get to the altar, then a further month to put together the documents and evidences needed for a successful adjustment of status application, and then submitting both adjustment of status application and work authorization applications at the same time. And then work authorization should come in about 6 months later, and the actual green card to follow much later. Here at VisaCoach, I stress the importance of preparing a thorough front-loaded application that answers all of the questions immigration will have. By taking the time to do this correctly and collect all the needed evidences, well, your case gets to approval the fastest and smoothest that it can. So for most of my K1 Fiancee visa applicants, we normally start working on their adjustment of status and work authorization applications even before the wedding, so that as soon as possible after, we can submit an application that still meets VisaCoach's high standards, while minimizing the time your spouse must wait to start work. And of course, this time can be used to learn your favorite recipes, catch up on reading, and even study for board certifications. This was Fred Wall, the VisaCoach. Now please like or add your comments to this video, and then go to VisaCoach.com and sign up for the VisaCoach monthly newsletter. Each month it is full of tips and advice on marriage-based immigration, and free of charge. And when you sign up, you get 2 free ebooks that I have written: 120 K1 Fiance Visa Interview Practice Questions, and 5 things you must know before starting on your visa. And finally, when you're ready to get started, call for your complimentary case evaluation and speak with me directly.
If you are considering hiring VisaCoach to personally guide you through your immigration adventure, join him for a complimentary case evaluation. He listens to you to learn the red flags and strengths of your case, your eligibility and goals. He suggests which visa is right for you, the best strategy to get it, and how soon your partner can join you. To learn more about VisaCoach's services and how he can help you, book your free case evaluation today.